Hi guys, Russ here from Grazing and Cattle Company. Today I wanted to walk you through and show you kind of what we do here first thing in the spring. When the grasses are too short, we want to keep the livestock out where they need to be. We're still feeding hay. It's April 28th, I believe, or 27th, somewhere in that neighborhood. I know a lot of folks, they come in and with grass like this, they try to just blow the cattle across it. And I've found that trying to take half, leave half in this situation is very, very difficult. So with our longer rest periods, we're able to graze it a lot shorter than we normally would. And we supplement with hay here in the spring. It helps slow the rate of passage, and by doing that, the livestock are able to absorb more of the nutrients. Now here in this situation, normally I would back fence this, and I tore the fence out this morning. We had 2 newborn calves last night, and they didn't move like I wanted them to, so I just tore the back fence out, and it's below freezing, so we actually need to graze back to the hydrant, which is over there. And we also have calves that are laying on the hay piles from last night, staying warm, and I didn't want to disturb those guys this morning. And anyhow, we got to make 2 tags up, tag a couple calves here. Buttons, a lot of you guys know who Buttons is. Buttons had a baby bull, had a bull calf last night, and then we had a first time heifer. She had a bull calf as well. Let's go ahead and make 2 tags up. We'll walk you through that, how we do it. We weren't supposed to start calving until the 21st of April. We had like 15 calves born, or 10, or we had like 10 calves born before the 21st. Yeah. I write them all down. I know this is not something a lot of folks do, or they don't like to tag. It takes time. I found in a rotational grazing system, if we move to a different field and the calf's stuck behind, we find that having the way we tag our cows, we can run that cow back to the calf to pick that calf up. Sometimes that happens. And also, if you have a problem with one where you gotta, maybe if you had a lame cow or something where you needed to get her out of the pasture field, which we've been pretty fortunate about, it's just easier to be able to match the pairs up a lot quicker, because just at a glance we can look at our tags and see who belongs to who. Today's April 28th. Our first package of bees will be shipped out today. It's our 15th calf born so far, 16th calf born so far. We've been doing pretty good. Pretty lucky everybody's been alive and healthy, providing all the snow and wind and blow we have. It really makes me want to move our calving date to the first week in April, or first week in May, I'm sorry. Okay, I just need to make our tags up now. A calf ID video if you want to go check that out and how we mark these, and I'll go through it really briefly here, how we do it. Top number is the bull number. Second number is the calf ID number, or their tag number. Then the third number is the mom's tag number. That way we compare them up if we need to. What's up? What's up, buddy? Yeah, I talking to mama. I try to make them bold, take my time. Something I absolutely hate doing is tagging calves, but you know, it is what it is. We found it more beneficial to tag them than not to tag them. We've spent hours looking for calves and cow pairs, which is a pain in the butt. Top number is the bull number, second number is the calf number, and that has the calf's date, the date of birth on it within a couple days. Naturally, we can't have two calves born the same day and have the same number, so we have to adjust them one way or another. And then the bottom number is the cow number, and in this case it's Buttons. And I know there's a lot of controversy about when you should tag your calves. Some guys say you need to do it, wait 2 or 3 days for the cow to get bonded with her calf. We found at 2 or 3 days old, it's kind of iffy whether or not you're going to catch that calf to tag it. So I do it as soon as I can. We don't wrestle the calves around or anything like that. The only trauma that calf has is whenever the tag goes through the ear, and for the most part that's pretty uneventful, which is a good thing. We don't want to stress that animal out at a very young age. It can interfere with the bonding process with their mom, and that's one thing that we want, is a very good strong bond with their mama. We don't want that calf to associate that tagging as or her mama or their mama as negative, because then it may give us problems down the road in that calf nursing. This pen's just about empty. It's cold here this morning. It's really cold. It's like 27 degrees. It's a lot colder than what I like to see at this time of year. And we're way behind. We turned our cows out on full pasture on March 27th last year, and this year, you know, we're a month behind from where we were last year. So okay, let's go tag these calves. Hopefully Buttons doesn't give us any problems. She's a little protective of sometimes, and I'm very nervous to tag a tame cow like Buttons' calf, because she's the one that will sneak up behind you and drive you into the ground if she thinks you're hurting her baby. Let's go see if we can find the calves. Tag this way. I always tag in the right ear. I know some folks, they tag one ear for one sex and one ear for the other sex, but once you get some experience, you can look and at a glance and tell whether that calf's a heifer or a bull. And to me, at this stage of the game, I'm not too worried about it. The only thing I'm after is to get them calves up and nursing and happy and healthy. And now I won't tag this calf over here. This calf here is nursing for the first time off a first-time heifer, so we'll just leave that calf be. We won't knock that off mama to tag it. We'll tag it here this afternoon sometime. And we got another one. Buttons is over here. Her calf is eaten as well, so that's one case that I will not And the calves are new enough that the moms haven't cleaned yet. Nice looking calf there, Buttons. Good girl. Yep. By golly, it's a heifer. I thought it was a little bull calf. That's Buttons' first heifer. That's awesome. Huh. Hey, honey. What? Good looking calf you got there. Yeah? We're not going to disturb them. I got to go back in the book and change the sex of that, or we'll have that messed up in our records whenever we check it. No. Being that those guys are nursing, I'm not messing with them. We'll get them later today, hopefully. I just don't want them to be 2 or 3 days old when I tag them, because it's going to be it's usually one of those deals. It's a maybe deal. You know, every once in a while we get one you can't tag. We'll put this in here. How about it, Scout? Huh? You got a girlfriend coming at 10 o'clock. You know that? You got a girlfriend. Lassie's coming to see you at 10 o'clock. Yes. Yes. Scout's been a pretty good stud dog for us. He more than pulls his own weight working on the farm, as well as a stud dog. Last year he made us well over $1,000 in stud fees, and that's a good thing. We need to cross this out. That's a heifer. I know the other one's a bull, so we'll just leave it. Now I'll text those numbers to Lenny, and she'll write them down in a permanent book, and she also keeps a list, and then we'll go back through the list and double check, because we've seen this before. It happens quite a bit. The girls are out eating. They're eating grass. They're not touching this hay yet. I mean, it's pretty good quality hay too. Second cutting grass, alfalfa mix hay. There's not much alfalfa in it, but it's mainly grassed orchard grass hay, and it's pretty nice stuff. It smells good. It smells awesome, and they won't touch it until they get all this grass eaten off, and that's fine. Now back to the grazing aspect here. With us feeding a half a bale of hay or a bale of hay in each section, we're actually keeping the soil nutrients where they need to be. Now we are overgrazing. You can see it here. We're overgrazing. We're not pugging things up or anything. Now that grass is going to be set back for a little bit. That's one of the great things with the adaptive grazing that we're doing here. We can give this grass a longer rest period in order to re-drive those roots down where they need to be. We'll walk over here. Now this section and that section over there are basically two different fields. This one here we planted in, and then that one over there we haven't touched. It's kind of like almost a control area. There was a lot of brome sedge in there and whatnot. You can see we have a divider fence here. We move them once a day. We're moving them once a day. It was pretty wet up here, and I'm surprised we really didn't mess things up much. That sun's bright. So and the idea of slowing them down here is not to cover very much ground this time of year. I want to slow the cows down to the point where They're just kind of creeping across the farm. So, you know, there was a day, here's a day. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've been on this 2.5 acres for 7 days, and we've been feeding a half a bale of hay in each section. So we fed 3.5 bales of hay. So that's nutrients that we've added to this soil here to help with grass production down the road. And like I said, we'll give this a long rest period, so we're not worried about setting it back too much. And if I see if it's setting back too much on me, I'll come in and put summer annuals in here to help make it more productive, which, you know, that's good. You can see here, here's hay that they tramped in. They didn't eat it. And that was a half a bale of hay last year. Well, that's a good looking calf there. Wow. Our calves are all small little calves this year, nice and solid. Look at that guy go. He may be a potential for a herd bull. It's hard to tell this time or whenever that's small. He does look nice. Boy, does he look good. Everybody's quiet and eating grass. That's good. Pretty pleased with that. This is Blueberry here. She's going to be calving here pretty soon. You can see she's starting to bag up. On Blueberry. Blueberry, what's up? Don't you want a butt scratch this morning? I figured you did. When are you going to have your baby? Hopefully it's not red this year. See, they're shedding like crazy. This is the first year that we haven't had winter lice. I'm not sure why that is. Man, all the calves look good this year. They were out playing this morning. I believe this here's Knucklehead's brother. You guys know Knucklehead from previous videos. He's a good looking bull. One thing I don't like in here, seems like we got a lot of Canadian thistles coming in this field, and we're going to go ahead and take care of that through grazing. No, that ain't Knucklehead's brother. First day on your new feet, huh, buddy? At least I seen you nurse, and I'm happy about that. Got a lot of heifers coming fresh here. I was looking for Lily's calf. This here's a half sister to Blueberry. She always throws a calf with some white on it, and this thing here's just a doll baby looking calf this year. It's her first heifer calf she's ever had. Look at her. She is as pretty can be. She's almost a brindle color, and then she's got that white on her head and her ears, and a little around her muzzle down her underneath her chin there, and she's got like a white stripe that runs down her belly. She's a nice solid calf too. It's a first time heifer there. She's talking to her calf. She's attentive to her calf, which makes me really happy. Okay guys, it's been a while since I've done a grazing video. Hopefully that helped you out on what we do here in the spring. I know I tell folks not to graze things down too short, but this time of year, it's hard not to. Even if you start blowing them across the farm, there's going to be areas that they overgraze and can potentially set that forage back. So I would rather slow them down and set back a little bit of grasses than to speed them up and set back a lot of grasses, if that makes sense to you. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully that helped you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, hit that notification bell, and please donate to the channel. It's really appreciated. And if you would, please check out our Amazon storefront. The links to donating to the channel and our storefront is in the comments section below. We'll see you later. Have a wonderful day.